Hi, it's Valerie D'Ambrosio, and welcome to the Connection Coach Tune-Up. Today's topic is around transition, and we just transitioned into the fall. So transitions are an interesting time. It's a time that we could feel a little uprooted, where we don't feel as maybe safe in the world, where maybe our mind starts to speak up a little bit more with our gremlins, with our story, with our insecurities, and we may lean on or turn to certain things that don't necessarily support the where we want to go, right? And we're setting ourselves up for where we want to go as we start to move into this fall and transition into the fall. We're going from this very young, outward sun energy into a more still, inward energy. So we start to inquire, we start to contemplate the who we are, the what we want, and we get ourselves ready to start planting seeds for the springtime. And so in this time of transition, what I recognize as a yoga teacher in general, it's that in transitions is where people actually injure themselves the most. So they're moving from one posture to the next, and they're just on a cue. They maybe put their hands down on their mat and they step back with their foot. And it's in that moment that we become less mindful. We're just like, oh, okay, I'm moving through the motions. Or actually, in those moments when we are going from one to the next, we want to be so conscious of the foundation we're setting up and so clear. And so that takes awareness. It takes awareness of a lot of different things. So one is awareness of our thoughts in our head. And are the thoughts in our head serving who we are in present time? I know when I'm in a time of transition and I feel uprooted and spinny and my head starts going and my gremlins are coming in and all these things are coming in and the insecurities, it's in that moment that I am going to drop into mantra, to repetitive sound, to some kind of affirmation that's going to support what it is that I really want. So using mantra in the time of transition is extremely useful. Also, in the times of fear, we actually don't breathe as deeply. So sometimes just an exhale out through the mouth, just releasing it out, unhinging the jaw, bringing the breath back deeply into our lungs, one of the organs of the fall season actually, and we allow ourselves to drop into the present moment. And so even right there in that moment, you can come back to a mantra that this too shall pass, because everything does. And the other thing is also to look at the people and the things in life that you're choosing to have around you or to do when you're in transition. You know, sometimes when we're moving into a certain direction of a new way of being, or even creating a new identity for ourselves, a new career or something like that, and if we have naysayers in our lives or people that are really afraid of us changing, they might want to pull us back because they're terrified of losing us. And it's in these moments to make sure we're supporting ourselves with whatever it is. It's healthy people, believing eyes, it's great food, it's exercising, it's healthier, inspiring environments. And so those kind of things are really, really going to support you during transition. Again, it's about being mindful in these transitions and recognizing that you're human and to be compassionate toward yourselves. And also, I really also like to use the tool of thinking of a time when you went through a transition that you felt more easeful, you felt more courageous, you felt more confident. And if you can't remember a time, thinking about just a time when you got through a transition and then you felt that way, right? So maybe that something's coming up around finances and it starts to be this, you know, you're making some transition in your finances or maybe a job change or something like that. And there's a lot of fear, understandably. And then all of a sudden you start thinking about a time, oh wait, hold on a second. When I did that in the past, I was fine and I was great and I did awesome through it. And so it's that remembrance, that memory that can help us so much and support us so much because it's in us. And the other thing, the last piece that I feel is so useful is really allowing ourselves to plug in something every day. Do something every day to connect yourself with spirit, with God, with divine source, whatever it is for you. So that's whether that's prayer, whether that's breath work, whether that's reading something, an entry of A Course in Miracles or something like that, but something to bring you back each day and to remind yourself of this incredible journey of being human, being spirit in human form, and recognizing that this is all happening for you, all of it. And that's just a shift of perspective. So in a transition, as it gets challenging, lean into your tools. And if you want any support, definitely reach out to me at Valerie@ValerieD'Ambrosio.com. Don't forget, we have our immersion coming up September 19th and 20th in Edwards, Colorado, near Vail, and it's going to be amazing. And this is what it's about. It's about strengthening yourself, really getting yourself ready and prepared to go through and to take different leaps in your life and to be strong and aligned with your spirit. So I look forward to hearing from you, and as always, expect great things.